Hi babes, let's do a glam for beginners, but for Valentine's Day.
Good people, good nights, good highs, good hair, some tears, some...
So first thing is first, I use my brow wax right here. It is a clear brow wax that is vegan and gluten-free. I said gluten. Vegan and cruelty-free. I kind of did it off camera already to lay down my brows. So when I go to do them, my hair isn't flying everywhere because that is my #1 issue when it comes to my brows. They're so long and they just be going whatever. And I like that it gives this vibe. Hold on. My shadow from Sorbet, because the color that I'm doing is pink and glitter and all that jazz. So I'm going to add the undershadow to help the color pigment be on, and it makes it easier for the pigment on the shadow to pop on when you do a undershadow. Some brush, super cheap. I think it was like $2. I'm not too sure, but it is not super expensive. And we're going with the Juvia's pink. You use any pink. I think for the outer pink of the shadow, I'm gonna use this pink right here. So what I do is I place it like this, where the outer corner of my eyes are, and attaching it to my brows is where I place it to start. And then I use the rest of the pigment and I drag it in. That way it creates that like ombre, really cute color. You know, this color with a smaller brush from Essence. And I'm putting it in the middle. Just one layer. I usually do 2 layers of pigments so you can really see the glitter. If you feel like the glitter isn't there, you can apply a 3rd layer. Glitter is on. I'm gonna use what is left from this outer corner and I'm gonna blend it in and mixing everything in so it looks blended in good. And after that, I'm gonna use this pink right here to only put, and I'm using like fluffy brush that I have to blend out by the eyebrows so it looks mixed and not crazy. I'm gonna go in with this shape flat brush, and then I'm gonna use this color to draw the liner, and usually place it like this on the angle, and then I pull it out. And then from the corner, I leave the brush like this, and I make sure even on both sides. This brush makes you drawing the eyeliner super simple and super easy. For that, I get a Q-tip and some Vaseline, and I clean it on the corner. Telescopic, controversial mascara on my lashes. Going in with the Boing Benefit concealer right here. This one, Michaela said it was great. I went and I bought it and I tried it and I did not like it. The smell on this, not a fan. Like, I really do not like the smell. But I'm that type of person where I bought a product, I'm not gonna be wasteful and throw it away. So we're gonna use it. My Kaja trio thing to contour. And my contour brush. My contour is, I look at my top of the ears right here in front of my face, and then I go like this. On top of the ear, connected. So my cheekbones can seem a little bit shorter. When you contour, you're trying to create that dimension, more like sculpted dimension that your face doesn't have. So remember that, this is what you call underpainting. And then concealer, obviously for concealment, you're trying to hide. But also under the eyes, of course, you're using a brighter color, so it's going to show. Smaller angle brush so I can precisely do my nose. So with my nose, I don't have a bridge. So to create that bridge, I do these 2 lines on my nose. And at the end of my nose is kind of small, so I'm going to draw a little button right there. This side, I want to make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to put some on the corner. I'm gonna add some concealer. Ending on my nose. Make sure your contour is straight. You look down and look up. And then I can see that there is one part I need to make. So it's dimensional. So like that. I'm waiting for my concealer to set a little bit more. It's a flat brush. That brush. It is called F15. Got this from a Korean brand. I'm just gonna tap in my concealer, being really careful with my inner liner. Just tapping it out. You do this until this looks seamless. And then I'm gonna cut right here on my nose. So contour and the concealer works together to create that snatch nose for me. I'm gonna clean this bit off right here and using the leftover of the contour and just blending everything in so it looks seamless and not like, oh, this is where I placed the concealer. This is, and then I'm bringing it towards my brows so it looks like it's coming from my brows and not something that I created. Also, I'm gonna go in and layer my cheeks with my Fenty blush. Do it on top of my cheekbones. Right now, people are literally putting it under their eyes. Whatever you want that pink color, honey, it is all into you. Whatever your preference is. Going in with my beauty blender and blending it out with my beauty blender. Like I was saying, use what you want to use. That's the blush, whatever works, wherever the placement you would like to have color and plumpiness and more dimension, add it there. My contour, L'Oreal Mercier HD, and these puffs are really good for the under eyes. Don't use a beauty blender or a brush. These are designed specifically for pressed powder, so use them. It will give you a better finish glam. Setting everything around. Essence contour, using an angle brush. And then I'm just dabbing it on the cheekbones where the contour is to set the contour. I'm using another fluffy brush for the nose contour. Same color, same concept. I'm just dragging it into the shadow in the corner into my brows. Going in with my Laura Mercier and this blush from Technique to flat brush so it's easier for me to control where to do that. I'm gonna use the contour brown corner right here, and I'm just gonna stroke up the brows in my brows to lighten up that color. I got my brows microbladed and it's just not the color that I want. So that being said, I use a brown to mix in with the dark and I'm going up like this to create like hair strokes. This is what my lip brows look like after I put the brown in it, and I use a setting powder and I press it on to line up the color so it's not so crazy, if you know what I mean. And voila. Flat brush again, using my contour and creating like a brown underneath. Putting some mascara on. I know I haven't been using foundation on this glam. I skipped that part because I'm waiting for this part. I'm gonna use a compressed, really fluffy powder brush and go like this. I'm just gonna dab in which part needs the pressed powder. That way I can avoid like the whole, it's okay to put some of the pressed powder on the brows if the color that you did is too bright to your liking. And I just put it literally everywhere. My contour, and I'm just dabbing it. I feel like when I dab it, it gives me like a more seamless finish, I feel like. I'm feeling this brown right here from my contour. I used like a really specific small brush to outline my lips. So yeah, you find something that you like and the color, the shade, use it. I used to think, oh wait, that's not made for that. I can't put that on here. Blah, blah, blah. Girl, use it. You want to use eyeshadow on your blush, do it. The world is your oyster, honey. Whatever your heart desires. So I'm gonna use my Marc Jacob nude in Screen Test. I think it's just like such a good nude for me. Since the attention is on my eyes, I want to keep it there. You feel like your face is a little bit too dry, try a fixing spray that's gonna melt in your makeup and make sure it stays hydrated. It's gonna melt your makeup and it's gonna feel like, also mix it with the Milk Grip makeup. So good. Yeah, this pink satin dress is giving, I have a boyfriend for 3 years and we're going out to dinner. That's also cute. You want to do a dress and a cute do. Cute, sexy, classy. If you have a date, which I don't, so we might switch it up and put some black on. I would definitely wear this bodysuit because your girl is single but still Valentine's Day, so sexy. Guys, enjoy the glam and the get ready with me. I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.